Well, hi there.
Hi there. I'm supposed to say how you like Wolverine and that we're going for that, but I think really what you like is Willy Willy, and
Oh no! You think I just like moving the hair around your face?
Moving the hair around my face, and that's what I think is going on.
I do enjoy that.
That's not why folks are here. They're here for me to answer the 6 questions that sellers or new sellers have on their mind the most. So
okay,
I'm going to do my best. I'm just some guy on the internet, though, so all of my answers.
What do you know? Why should I listen to you?
All of my answers are going to be based on my own personal experience and don't guarantee any results on your part. But I know this is a lonely business to start out with. It can be very hard, and so having a friend that can answer some questions for you, that's what I'm going for.
Okay.
I've been doing this for a year and a half, since 2023.
Yeah, you've been doing it a couple years.
I've been doing it a few years now.
Yeah.
Getting better all the time.
Yeah. All right. Well, how do I price my cards without racing to the bottom? Racing to the bottom?
Yes. This is what happens, because if everybody I'm going to put my price. You've seen this before.
Undercutting everybody.
Undercutting everybody else, and it's just a race to the bottom. Don't do that. You should, at least I, have a reputation, or I try to have a reputation as a good seller, and so I don't have to cash in on that. When I learned a long time ago, if you compete only on price, then you only have to go down. That's all. So,
and something horrible happens, because I've experienced that on both Etsy and eBay.
Yeah.
Where if everybody undercuts everybody,
sure.
pretty soon your widget is not worth anything.
Yeah, it's like literally race to the bottom.
Sellers need to elevate, keep those prices up where they belong.
So the market will correct itself. I am now selling at slightly over the lowest price there. And I'll put behind me or whatever, I'll put my formula for what I sell on TCG. But I use the mass marketing tool, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So don't race to the bottom. You have a reputation. Earn that reputation. Do the best that you can. And I think that's an answer to the question. I don't know. What's the next question?
Well, now I have I'm going to expand on this question.
No.
What if you have a card that's worth like a lot of money and you want to move it quickly? Then I think it's probably okay to be the least expensive one on there to get it to move.
If you have to do that, then yes, but that should be on an individual basis. I don't want to make it
sound like you should never ever be the lowest price.
There's nothing wrong with being the lowest, but you don't want to do your entire inventory as low as possible, because then you are racing to the bottom.
Yeah, and that's when you wake up in the morning and your whole entire store is empty.
Exactly.
Which I guess is what you're trying to do.
Yeah, but you don't want to sell yourself short, and the market will correct itself. I'll talk more about that in a minute.
Everyone needs to keep their prices up where they belong.
For sure.
That's how I feel about it. But this isn't about me. Okay, how do I ship cheaply without getting burned on lost packages? Ship cheaply.
Okay, that's something that I am learning to deal with, and my suggestion to you is set your sales stuff immediately and set it early and stick to it. I ship everything in the shipping shield. I ship everything in an envelope, and I put a stamp on it or two. If I have to get tracking on something, then I have to go to the post office. And if it's $20 or more, TCGplayer wants you to do tracking on it. They suggest you do tracking on it. I'm experimenting with not including tracking on those orders. I don't follow that as a hard and fast rule. Each one's an individual basis.
Well, and you were given that advice, or however you want to say it,
directly from TCGplayer.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to call anybody out and get them in trouble.
Well,
they shouldn't be. But that was the advice I was given. But you have to think about the cards you're selling. I try to sell everything near mint or as close to it as possible. So if there are going to be cards that are less than that, like that's a tough one to answer a blanket statement. But
maybe it's what you're comfortable with.
It's what you're comfortable with, and yeah, just don't do tracking on those $20 orders if you have a lot of them. you've got to feel for what's best.
Okay.
I'm not sure that was a good answer to that.
Hey, so why did TCGplayer deduct this random fee? What's that all about?
I have no idea. And that's never happened to me because I researched all of my fees ahead of time. And I mean all of the fees, even the fees down to PayPal, taking 30 cents off of every transaction and that. So figure all those things out as firmly as you can before then, and you should not get any random fees taken out of there. So beware, look at every step of what you do. And if you do see something like that, contact TCGplayer right away. In my experience, and I don't know if this is for everybody, in my experience, TCGplayer has been great about their customer service and getting back to me on things. And they'll work with you or tell you what those fees are and explain those things. Usually it may take a little bit of time, but
can we fix your lab coat?
What's wrong with my lab coat?
Well, one shoulder's up here and one is down here.
It's because I'm sitting in here crooked. It's killing my back.
Fix it. Fix it. Yeah, put that one up higher in this one. There you go.
All right. Moving on to the next question.
Hey, you said I could just butt in any time and do these wardrobe fix it. Oh no, look at your lapel now over here. It's folded under. There you go. Look at you looking all sharp.
Quick before they turn away, before they shut it off.
All right, well, hey, how do I get more sales without lowering the prices then? I'm not sure why we talked about prices and then shipping, and now we're back on prices.
So these questions were listed in the order of importance, or what's on people's mind.
Okay, nice.
So this is why we're bouncing around a little bit. Give me that question again.
How do I get more sales without lowering prices?
By doing more stuff.
Wow, that's deep.
Advertising, by talking to people, by putting yourself out there. To be perfectly honest, you help yourself when you help others. And that's part of what I'm doing here. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help myself by helping other people.
How about putting little extra things in your packaging and thanking people? Because I, as a buyer, I will return to somebody's shop and I will buy from them again if I was happy with my experience.
With your service? Okay.
Yeah, you know what? People like free stuff. You sent me a cool sticker. I want another cool sticker. Your prices are the same as the guy next to you, but you give out a cool little sticker and a little thank you or something.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a thank you.
It's those things that go above and beyond. And I've been accused of doing too much of that in the past when I used to make individual thank yous and stuff. And I've been told that I talk to the people that buy from me too much.
Oh yeah, don't talk to me.
But for those people that I do make a connection with, for those people, like every order, I include some suggestions for other cards that might go with the card that you just bought. I throw a couple of stickers in there, and maybe I go overboard, but that's just me, and that's what I'm comfortable with. But you have to find ways.
Inserts and things that you send to people, I think, are super great. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Do I want the seller talking to me and asking me questions? And no, I don't really.
You don't have to answer those questions, but I like to know what people are using the cards for and stuff. Just because I love the game, I'm a player. So
okay. So let's revisit this question.
All right.
How do I get more sales without lowering prices?
So you have to be creative and find other ways of doing it by including either giveaways or inserts or something of that nature. You've got to give more value than what you're getting. I think that's probably the best way. Okay. I should have just started out and said that, and that'd have been done.
Yeah, we could have ended this a long time ago.
Indeed.
All right. Well, which tools should I be using? TCGplayer, Mass Price. What's Mass Price?
Okay, so Mass Price is what I use the most because I became a pro seller. So the idea is, my suggestion to you is get your seller level up as quickly as you can. Become a level 4 seller. Once you become a level 4 seller, go ahead and become a pro seller. That's my suggestion. That's what worked for me. Pro seller doesn't cost me anything. They take an extra percentage out of what I sell. If I'm not selling, it doesn't matter. So there's no price there. I'm not laying out money. Mass pricing tool is the thing that I use the most. And that.
So it's actually called TCGplayer Mass Price. That's its name.
It is a little thing that you
Mass
get.
Price.
Yes, Mass Price is it. It goes in and changes my pricing every 4 hours or so. Now this goes back to what we talked about before. When I'm competing on price and I sell at the lowest price, every 4 hours it gets updated. So yes, somebody could have a run on the store and buy everything in there and get it at the lowest price possible, but every 4 hours it corrects. And you've got to understand that the market itself corrects itself. You know what I mean? Prices will go up and stuff like that. And so mass pricing has been a huge boom for me.
And to have access to mass price, you have to
be a pro seller.
Be a pro seller.
You have to be a
Okay.
pro seller.
And these other couple of mentioned ones.
I don't know anything about those yet.
Okay. There's one called Crystal Commerce and Moxfield. We all know Moxfield,
Sure.
but Moxfield Sync.
Sync, yeah. So you could probably do that. I don't know, and so I can't speak to those things.
Sure.
So
I was curious about these other.
All right.
So your go-to is absolutely TCGplayer Mass Price.
Yeah. And I'm investigating other things, and maybe we'll talk about that at some point.
Because if you're not a pro seller and you can't use that,
you're out. So get as high as you can, get as high as sales as you can, and become a pro seller. That's my suggestion and the tool you use most. There are other tools. You can integrate things. You can scan things with the TCGplayer app and import it and stuff. I just don't use those, but I only got 3,000 cards for sale right now. So
okay. So should I list everything or only cards above a certain dollar amount?
You should, this is again, personal experience. You should only list prices, cards worth X amount of price. You should only do cards more than $2 or whatever to start with. Until you've got your first 100 sales, until that will give you what you need to iron out all of your problems.
So what is X? What is X?
What is X?
Yeah.
I don't know. What?
The number of creatures you have in your graveyard? What is X?
Give me the question again. The X price?
Should I list just everything or should I only list cards that are above a certain amount?
That's what I said. $2
X dollars.
X dollars. Your X is $2. I would say $2.
Oh.
Because it's not worth your time.
I must have missed that.
You did. So
well, I was looking at the second part of the question, so I don't sound too stupid, but now I do anyway because I missed you say $2. Is it worth listing 35-cent uncommons, or is that or is that how the madness begins? It actually says that here.
So
I think the madness begins when we hit the go on the camera.
Yes, that's when the madness begins.
Okay.
First of all, do that. Get 100 sales or so under your belt first. Get whatever you feel comfortable. That's going to give you a chance to work out your pricing. It's going to, but not more than $10 or $15 because you don't want to have those nightmare scenarios when you're first starting out and you maybe miss something and something goes horribly wrong. You don't want that. So keep your sales between $2 and $10, maybe even $2 and $5 for those first 50 sales. Yeah, there you go. That's it. I'm making it up as I go.
It sounds like it.
Between $2 and $5
you know what, though, I'm listening.
for your first 50.
Yeah.
And after your 50 to 100, now branch out between the $5 to $10 cards. Start that. Once you have a good solid base started, now add those other cards. And that's what I'm doing right now. I never thought I would put up cards that were worth $25.
Oh no, the phone
cents.
is ringing.
That's lame.
Saved by the bell.
All right, so I'll go on for just a second more and say, put those cards up. I am putting up 25, 30-cent cards, but I'm putting them up for $1.75. Sorry, that's my floor. That's what I figured out is the cheapest I can sell and what my time is worth. I don't expect to get rich selling those cards, but people will occasionally throw on those cards that they need. Like, I'm already buying these cards for $25 or whatever. I'm going to grab this just so I have it. I have racks and cards everywhere and stuff. I couldn't find 3 lightning bolts if I wanted them. I'm going to buy 3 more lightning bolts. So anyhow, that's those are 6 questions. I hope that was helpful. Most importantly, direct message me. Mad Saxon, MADSAXXON at Yahoo if you have any questions. Leave a comment below. What is going on?
The battery's going to die.
Oh, great. All right. So fine.
Speak faster.
That's it. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment.